the challenge that we all have is that there's emotions attached to the incident. And if we allow the emotions to take over, it will prevent us from responding correctly, and it might cloud our thinking process, and we start doing wrong things, and then emotions really escalate. So the first thing I tell everybody is, and it sounds so simple, but it's not simple, it's hard. Stay calm. And you've got to tell yourself to do that. You've got to be talking in your head, telling yourself to stay calm. Because, especially if you're alone, there's nobody there to help with that. And then on the other side, if there is someone there that's freaking out, you're going to have to speak up to them and tell them, you got to calm down because I've got to handle this and you're not helping right now. Go in the other room, or whatever it takes. You have to be forceful. You have to tell people what to do. You can't ask them. You have to tell them. Because if there are people there, and if there's kids there, toddlers, other moms, and somebody's freaking out, you've got to get them to move away, or they're going to take you down the wrong path with them. You've got to bottle up the emotions so that we can think clearly. Okay? So that's first. The next thing that happens is I can make some choices and decisions. If I, as an EMT, were to come walking in because somebody called 911, I love to hear babies crying. Moms don't, but I do, because that tells me they're breathing, their heart is pumping, and they're not dying right this moment. So that's what I love. What I don't like is total silence and a baby just laying there. So that helps a lot. Moms don't want to hear the crying, but we do. So we've made some decisions real quick. So the problems you have being alone, is the baby conscious or is the baby unconscious? That's something we can look at and tell. But there's a couple of things that we can do that give us a checking system. We need to know, is this baby needing CPR or help to breathe? And so one of the things that can happen, whether you're holding the baby, whether the baby's down on the floor, whether you have the baby on a countertop, on a couch, wherever you have the baby, you can scratch with your fingernails on the bottom of their feet. If you scratch on the bottom of their feet and their feet kick, but they're unconscious, that tells you they don't need CPR. So if you're scratching their feet and the feet are kicking, that means the heart's going, they're unconscious for some reason. We've got a problem, but it doesn't require CPR. So if that makes sense to you, that's a real quick check about the CPR situation.
I don't want you to trip this.
I'm not going to move.
Okay.
I know he's moving around, so I'm cemented right here.
It stings.
Yeah.
I'm in a dangerous situation.
He's having a good time, so we're just going to leave him alone because, otherwise they're, crabby. So scratching the bottom of the feet, always remember that. Now if you scratch the bottom of the feet and the feet don't kick, there is one other check that you can do. You hold the baby, or you bend down, one or the other. You hold the baby so that your mouth is within an inch of his ear. And really close, "Are you okay?" in their ear. Now, of course, they can't answer that question anyway, but if they are pumping their heart, if they've got blood flowing, their eyes will pop open. And they might blink and then shut again. That tells you their heart is pumping, but again, they're unconscious for some reason. So an unconscious baby will open or blink their eyes if you are really loud in their ear. It makes their eardrum rattle. Their eardrum is rattling and it has pain on the inside of their head. And that will make their eyes open. Maybe just briefly. So you have to look quick because they could open and close again. So scratching the feet, does it kick? Yelling in their ear, really close to their ear, to make the eardrum hurt them, and their eyes will pop open. Now, so if that's the case, their eyes have popped open or their feet have kicked, that's a call to 911 right now, okay? Put the phone on speakerphone, set it down, they will guide you, they will help you so you can figure out what are we going to do for this unconscious baby.